Hi, my name is Janet. Are you looking to turn your passion for baking into a profitable business? In this video, you will learn about the required materials, mixing proportions, and the income facts when making bread.
From the time I was at campus, this is the dream that I had. I needed to start my own bakery, be a director, be able to make these products and give them to people. My name is Justin Nkurunziza. I am the director at Knead Bakery. At Knead Bakery, we make all kinds of confectionery and related products. Baked products are almost household items. In every family, people will need snacks, they will need something to eat. Generally, it's life. Now we are going to go through the process of making bread. Together with me is Janet from Sawa World. Now, like we said, bread is a food item and you have to make sure that hygiene is key. So you have to wash your hands before you start working. In making bread, the key raw material is wheat flour. And other raw materials in bread making are calculated based on wheat flour. It's what makes the whole texture, the whole raising and elasticity. In this case, if you are to make bread using 1 kilogram of wheat flour, water is 50%. So 50% of 1,000 grams, you will now be using 500 mils roughly. Water is the medium of mixing these things. Sugar is our next ingredient, and sugar is 11% of the wheat flour. We are going to be calculating 110 grams. The sugar brings the taste. Baking fat is 5% of the wheat flour, so we weigh 50 grams. The fat creates good layers within the flour and gives that fine texture and softness that we see in the bread. Salt is 1% of 1,000 grams is 10 grams. We also use yeast. Now yeast helps the dough to raise. So that one we use a little percentage, 0.3%. Now in that mixing bowl, you will be able to knead, mix them and continue kneading. And now the balance of sugar and salt, they regulate the moistness, the taste of the bread. In the process of kneading, you are developing that gluten within the flour. It is becoming softer. When you're dealing with food, your nails have to be short. For men, you don't have to have a beard, it has to be well shaved. And then your head has to be covered. You have to have a headgear like now how you have on the head. And here you can use either an apron or an overcoat. As you're mixing, you have to make sure that you preheat the oven because you have to be able to bake this bread at maybe 200 degrees Celsius. How you test that your dough is ready is from the stretchability, how it stretches without breaking. Then when you knead to that stage, you know it is ready. After you have finished kneading, you will be able to now mold and shape your dough. You can make buns, you can make bread. The difference now is in the molding here. And then after you have molded and shaped your bread, you place it in the tin. But you first grease the tin, you oil the tin so that the bread will not get stuck in the tin when you are making it. So you grease the tin with oil or with fat. You put it in the prover to be able to grow. If you don't have a prover, you can put in the sun. You now stop the proofing, you put in the preheated oven. Then you bake for about 45 minutes if it is bread, for buns, for 30. But you keep checking so that you don't overburn them. You see, in baking, time-temperature relationship is important. After you have finished baking, it's recommended that you let it cool for about 8 hours, because if you pack before it is cold, it will develop moisture within the cover and get spoiled very fast. The package has to be complete and it's not bringing about contamination or anything to the product. And then you have to also put date markings. What is the date of manufacture? What is the date of expiry? I keep emphasizing passion because you really have to. When you're not passionate about something, you cannot push it. Then the quality of the raw materials. You need to be able to know where do you get quality raw materials, but at an affordable cost that will help you to make the product. Then the third is again quality. If you make a product, you're not the one going to consume it. You're working for a customer. So you have to be able to find a way, how do I get this to a customer? And how do I make sure they really love it and it sticks in their mind that they will look for me when they want it.
Thank you for watching this learning video. Remember, baking bread is an art form that requires practice and attention to detail. We hope that with this skill, you can build a business that brings joy to you and your community. Bye!